Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player anymore. She's the storm brands can't ignore. Before the WNBA even knew what hit them, Caitlin was quietly rewriting the rules of marketing. Back in Iowa, most people saw a college star. The world saw the beginning of a movement. While the league struggled to fill seats and boost revenue, companies like Nike, Gatorade, and Wilson were quietly betting on her, turning her presence into viral campaigns and skyrocketing sales. You'd think a rookie couldn't carry an entire sport on her shoulders, yet here she is doing exactly that.
She made her mark here, and it's just incredible to see all the fans and how much she's just put into working, and then the impact she's had on this city is just amazing to see.
Fans who never watched a single WNBA game suddenly found themselves tracking every highlight, every shoe release, every ad. And the league watching from the sidelines, realizing it might be too late to catch up. Stick around because we're about to reveal the shocking truth behind Caitlin Clark's rise and what it means for the future of women's basketball. The unexpected marketing storm before Caitlin Clark even set foot on a WNBA court. The world of sports marketing was quietly shifting around her. It all began months earlier in a commercial that nobody predicted would spark a revolution. Fans of Iowa basketball saw her as a college superstar, someone breaking records and making impossible shots. But the world was about to see a very different side of Caitlin. This wasn't just another advertisement. It was the moment she began proving that she could carry more than just a team on her shoulders. She could carry an entire movement. Picture this: a rookie, calm, confident, and unshakable standing in front of a camera. Her timing is perfect. Every glance, every gesture, every word seems effortless. It doesn't feel like acting. It feels like she was born to be on this stage. Brands noticed immediately. Engagement numbers weren't just good. They went through the roof. Views skyrocketed. Social media exploded with commentary, shares, and discussions about her energy and presence. One commercial alone outperformed entire WNBA marketing campaigns, sending a loud, undeniable message. Caitlin Clark wasn't just another athlete. She was a phenomenon, a force the industry hadn't seen in decades. The ripple effect was swift and unmistakable. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, and other major sponsors began strategizing behind closed doors. Boardrooms buzzed with urgency. How do we get her? They weren't just looking for a player. They wanted the cultural wave she carried. Meanwhile, the WNBA tried to analyze why audiences weren't responding in the same way to league promotions. Fans noticed Caitlin before they noticed the league. And suddenly, she had become the gravitational center of attention.
Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo!
The rookie had outpaced the organization, creating a challenge the league had never faced before. Even casual viewers who never watched a WNBA game found themselves glued to her highlights. Middle school students began requesting Caitlin-branded basketballs, practicing her signature shots in driveways and gyms. College students tracked every shoe release and ad drop, eager to catch a piece of her influence. Every viral clip, every carefully captured commercial frame became a cultural moment. Caitlin didn't just attract attention. She converted curiosity into engagement and engagement into tangible revenue, creating a financial ripple that sponsors could feel almost immediately. What made her rise even more remarkable was the authenticity she brought to every appearance. This wasn't forced hype. Caitlin's charm, confidence, and ease in front of the camera gave sponsors faith, drew fans in, and unintentionally pressured the WNBA to keep up. From her very first commercial to her latest ad campaigns, she consistently demonstrated that her presence alone could dominate attention, drive sales, and shift culture. The tension in this story is undeniable. Here was a rookie still learning the ropes of professional basketball, creating more impact off the court than entire league campaigns. The WNBA was watching as Caitlin transformed into the driving force behind women's sports marketing. Every move she made seemed to answer an unspoken question. What happens when a league's brightest star begins to outshine the league itself? Caitlin Clark's rise was no accident. It was a perfect storm of talent, timing, and authenticity. And this storm was just beginning. Stay tuned because her next moves are about to reveal just how far one player can reshape not only a league, but the entire landscape of women's basketball. From college star to global sensation, long before the WNBA spotlight found her, Caitlin Clark was quietly rewriting the rule book for what it meant to be a basketball star.
And that dream was more than women's basketball. It was possibility that I turned into reality.
At Iowa, she was already breaking records, draining impossible three-pointers, and commanding attention with a presence that felt larger than life. Yet, at that point, her name lived mostly inside the college basketball bubble. Outside of Iowa, few had any idea what was about to unfold. What started as a talented young player dominating her college league was about to grow into something no one had predicted. A global sensation redefining women's sports marketing. Rewinding to those early days reveals a story that isn't linear. Some of the most significant moments happened far from the spotlight. A quiet practice session, a brief local commercial, or a small sponsorship deal might seem insignificant on the surface, but these were the building blocks of a future empire. Caitlin had a rare quality. She made everything seem effortless. Every movement, every glance, every line delivered to the camera carried a natural charisma that few could ignore. Brands immediately recognized the potential. In marketing, authenticity and ease are more valuable than flashy campaigns, and Caitlin had both in abundance. Then came the turning point. While college athletes are often celebrated solely for their on-court performances, Caitlin's influence began to extend far beyond basketball. A single commercial went viral, capturing the attention of fans and brands alike. Social media buzzed as clips of her highlights spread like wildfire. People who had never followed women's basketball started searching for her stats, watching interviews, and learning about her training routines. Suddenly, Caitlin was no longer just a college star. She was a global conversation. Every new campaign, every appearance created waves that traditional league promotions struggled to match, signaling that a new kind of influence had arrived. Meanwhile, the WNBA faced challenges it hadn't experienced before. Attendance numbers were inconsistent, sponsorship deals were limited, and marketing campaigns often fell flat. The league worked hard to grow its audience, but Caitlin's emergence changed the game. She became the heartbeat of women's basketball. Companies that had once relied on generic league promotions began seeing Caitlin as the key to reaching wider audiences. Nike, Gatorade, and Wilson realized that her influence wasn't hype. It was measurable engagement.
Caitlin Clark now has her own brand logo with Nike.
Each ad featuring her converted casual viewers into active fans, boosting merchandise sales and online interactions beyond anything the league could achieve on its own. Even within Iowa, her teammates noticed the difference. Caitlin didn't just score points. She commanded attention in every practice, every locker room, every conversation. Her energy and presence inspired those around her, and it extended far beyond her immediate environment. Young athletes across the country watched from home, emulating her signature moves, wearing her gear, and sharing highlights online. Caitlin had become a brand, a cultural symbol, and a movement in motion, all before she even signed her first WNBA contract. The leap from college standout to global sensation was no accident. Caitlin combined natural talent with a deep understanding of visibility and engagement. She knew how to tell a story, connect with an audience, and make even a single commercial feel monumental. Each time she appeared in an ad, she wasn't just selling a product. She was shaping culture, sparking conversation, and creating viral moments. While the league struggled to amplify its stars, Caitlin's every move commanded attention and drove revenue. The tension is clear. A rookie generating more buzz than the league itself. What happens when the player becomes the main attraction while the institution designed to support her scrambles to catch up? Caitlin's rise is a powerful reminder that talent alone isn't enough. Timing, authenticity, and personality are equally essential. She had become the gravitational center of women's basketball, showing the world how one player could transform a sport's visibility, culture, and financial impact. When brands put Caitlin first, it's one thing to be a star on the court, but it's another to become the heartbeat of a sports marketing world.
She might not have been on the court lately, but her name is plastered everywhere, so fans always remember, Caitlin was here.
Caitlin Clark crossed that line quietly, almost casually, yet the effect was seismic. While the WNBA was still planning its seasonal campaigns, sponsors had already decided Caitlin was the focal point. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, and several other brands weren't just interested in her talent. They were captivated by her ability to create culture. Take Nike, for instance. Their first major campaign featuring Caitlin didn't just showcase her skill. It told a story. A rookie, calm and composed, facing the camera with the same intensity she brings to every game. Each shot, each movement was precise, authentic, and magnetic. Fans didn't just watch the ad. They dissected it. Social media buzzed with analyses, frame-by-frame breakdowns, and reactions from viewers who had never even followed the WNBA before. Caitlin wasn't just selling shoes. She was selling belief, ambition, and excellence. Gatorade took notice quickly when they partnered with Caitlin for a campaign. The results were undeniable. Products flew off shelves. Water bottles, towels, and merchandise featuring her logo became collector items almost instantly. Her initials, the CC monogram, went from being a simple design to a must-have symbol for young fans. Middle school students carried her branded bottles to school. College athletes shared her highlights online, and fans began looking for every item tied to her name. Brands had found a phenomenon, and they weren't holding back. Meanwhile, Wilson released limited edition basketballs with Caitlin's signature. What started as a small collaboration exploded into a cultural moment. Fans clamored to get their hands on the gear, reselling it at higher prices within days. Each product wasn't just merchandise. It became a statement. Caitlin Clark wasn't merely a player. She had become a movement in motion. The most striking part, the WNBA itself often found itself trailing behind. While Caitlin's endorsements, campaigns, and social media presence created massive attention, the league struggled to match the energy. Sponsors, broadcasters, and even fans began to measure the WNBA's relevance through the lens of Caitlin Clark's presence.
Caitlin exemplifies what it means to be a star athlete, but it's her genuine connection with fans and her infectious positivity that make her truly special.
The rookie, in essence, became more visible, influential, and profitable than the league that was supposed to be promoting her. This isn't just a story about sales or viewership. It's about influence. Caitlin's authenticity made sponsors confident. She didn't need scripted hype. Her natural charisma carried campaigns. And with every viral commercial, every sold-out product, and every trending video, it became clear Caitlin was rewriting the rules of sponsorship. A rookie had outpaced an entire institution. The question lingers, what happens when a league star becomes the driving force behind its own marketing, overshadowing the organization itself? Caitlin Clark's rise isn't only a tale of athletic brilliance, but it's a lesson in timing, personality, and the power of influence. And while brands raced to secure her, the WNBA realized that their financial future might now hinge entirely on one player. The league left chasing shadows. While Caitlin Clark's name was trending worldwide, the WNBA was facing a problem it hadn't fully anticipated. Revenue numbers weren't keeping up. Tickets weren't selling as fast, sponsorship deals lagged, and traditional marketing campaigns barely made a dent. From the outside, the league looked strong, but inside, executives were scrambling to catch up. Caitlin's meteoric rise had unintentionally cast a shadow over the league itself. It wasn't her fault. In fact, the contrast made her shine even brighter. Every viral commercial, every social media post, every product launch featuring Caitlin turned heads. Fans who had never watched a WNBA game before were suddenly interested, not because of the league, but because of her. Corporate sponsors noticed the same pattern. Ads centered around Caitlin outperformed entire league campaigns, often by a significant margin.
My teammates, they're going to be here cheering for me, yes, but they're also going to be here cheering for you and our entire team, and I think that's what's so great about these fans is.
While the WNBA tried to sell seats with standard promotions, Caitlin was drawing attention on a global scale. The financial implications were clear. Merchandising revenue tied to Caitlin skyrocketed while league-centered initiatives often struggled to break even. Gatorade bottles with her logo sold out within days. Limited edition basketballs, shoes, and apparel became collectibles. Data showed massive spikes in online searches for Caitlin Clark-related products, highlighting an unprecedented conversion effect, casual viewers becoming active consumers. Yet, the WNBA itself couldn't replicate this momentum. The rookie's influence had become a double-edged sword, elevating women's basketball, but also exposing the league's marketing shortcomings. Even ticket sales reflected the disparity. Games featuring Caitlin drew larger crowds than other marquee matchups. Yet overall attendance remained uneven. Sponsors were beginning to shift their focus, investing more in Caitlin's individual campaigns than in league-wide initiatives. Boardrooms were buzzing with concerns. What happens if the league depends too heavily on a single player? Could one athlete carry the entire financial engine? Caitlin's success was undeniable, but the league now faced a critical question: how to survive in her shadow. The ripple effect extended beyond just numbers. Media coverage increasingly centered around Caitlin, highlighting her endorsements, commercial appearances, and viral moments. Analysts began comparing her reach to the WNBA's promotional efforts, often concluding that she was now the league's primary visibility driver. The rookie had inadvertently become the measuring stick for the league's success. Behind the scenes, executives started rethinking strategy. Some campaigns shifted to focus on Caitlin as the main attraction, a tacit acknowledgement that she had become the WNBA's financial linchpin. Meanwhile, discussions about the league's long-term sustainability grew urgent. What happens when the star leaves, gets injured, or moves on? Could the league survive without her gravitational pull? Caitlin's rise highlighted both opportunity and vulnerability.
Caitlin Clark to be on the big three because she's going to really help in so many different ways in bringing the WNBA into a new level.
The power of one player to boost an entire sport and the risk of over-reliance as fans marveled at her commercials and viral moments. The WNBA faced an uncomfortable truth. Caitlin Clark wasn't just breaking records on the court. She was rewriting the rules of marketing, attention, and revenue in women's basketball. And the league, for all its history and legacy, was now playing catch-up. Caitlin Clark, the face of a movement. Caitlin Clark wasn't just breaking records on the court. She was shaping an entire industry. Sponsors didn't just see an athlete. They saw a cultural phenomenon. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, and even emerging brands understood that Caitlin's presence could turn a simple product launch into a viral event. Each campaign became more than marketing. It was a statement, a movement, a way to connect with fans who had never cared about women's basketball before. It's fascinating to think about how this unfolded. A single Nike ad featuring Caitlin sitting alone in a locker room quickly went viral. The scene was simple, but her intensity and authenticity made it unforgettable. Millions paused, shared, and dissected that moment. Even subtle touches like her signature moves, her expressions, or her logo on gear became talking points. Brands realized that with Caitlin at the center, every frame, every shot, every highlight could become a cultural touchstone. The effect rippled far beyond commercials. Social media buzz with fan edits, reaction videos, and trending hashtags. Middle school athletes recreated her signature three-pointers in driveways across the country. Colleges reported rising interest in women's basketball programs, and retailers couldn't keep Caitlin branded merchandise in stock. She had become a bridge, connecting casual viewers to professional sports in a way the league itself hadn't managed for decades. Sponsors quickly adapted. Gatorade launched products featuring her initials, and they became instant must-haves. Wilson released limited edition basketballs with Caitlin's signature logo, and these collectibles sold out within hours.
Caitlin Clark has just inked a multi-year sponsorship deal with Wilson, maker of the WNBA's official basketball.
Even brands outside of basketball began incorporating her influence into campaigns, recognizing that her reach extended far beyond sports fans. Caitlin Clark was more than a player. She was a cultural engine driving engagement, attention, and profits simultaneously. And yet, the league itself often remained in the background. While Caitlin drew global attention, the WNBA struggled to replicate the same energy with team-centric campaigns. The contrast was clear. One rookie could create more buzz than an entire league's marketing budget. Fans were following Caitlin, not the league, and sponsors invested accordingly. Caitlin's rise highlighted a truth few could ignore. In the modern sports landscape, authenticity, relatability, and charisma can outweigh traditional promotions. Her influence also carried a deeper significance. Young athletes now had a role model whose impact extended beyond stats and championships. Caitlin showed that visibility, personality, and confidence can transform not just a career, but an entire sports ecosystem. Every viral ad, every sold-out product, every trending highlight reinforced her position as the central figure in women's basketball's cultural moment. As the world watched Caitlin Clark, it became evident she wasn't just a player or a marketing asset. She was a movement. Sponsors followed her lead. Fans adopted her story. And the WNBA now faced the challenge of aligning its future.
Super scary just for the future of the WNBA. Missing games, missing a season would be so detrimental to the future of the league, and I honestly just can't even believe.
With the momentum she created, Caitlin had changed the rules, and the question remained, could the league ever catch up? Or was it destined to ride in the wake of its brightest star? Caitlin Clark's rise isn't just a story about basketball. It's a story about influence, culture, and the power of one individual to reshape an entire industry. From viral commercials to sold-out merchandise, from global sponsorships to fan movements, she's proven that authenticity and talent can outshine even the biggest institutions. The WNBA watched as one rookie became the heartbeat of its sport, leaving the league scrambling to catch up. But for fans and young athletes alike, Caitlin represents more than records or revenue. She's a symbol of possibility, determination, and ambition. The question now isn't just who will dominate the court next, but how the WNBA will evolve in a world where stars like her define the game. Don't go anywhere, because the story of Caitlin Clark is still unfolding, and every move she makes could change the future of women's basketball forever.